They just don't learn. Hey guys, Richard Metal Fan here, bringing you guys an old school album review. And I just got done listening to an album called Demolition by Judas Priest. Now, this is the band's 14th album, and this is their last album with Tim Ripper Owens on lead vocals. Now, as I mentioned in the previous review of Jugulator, he said all the flaws and said the stuff I had about that album, and honestly, most metal fans really just did care for this album. It was like bitter because of like after Rob Halford left, and you would think it would still be the same old Priest, but it's just bad. Like with the music, and it's not like because of Tim Owens. I mean, he's a great singer, like I mentioned, and like even Priest even noticed like the reception of Jugulator. Like a lot of people like hated it. It was sort of like lukewarm with like poor to like decent. And they sort of like noticed that, and same thing. They also did a live album as well, which didn't really receive well. And you think after that they would decide like, okay, we need to like get back on track, try to like do something that like the hardcore Priest fans would like. And of course, they released Demolition in 2001, and you think by around that time you would think they would be sound better and they would learn from that. Did they? Nope. This album is even worse than Jugulator. Oh my god. I don't even know where to begin with this motherfucker. Like, this was around the time of 2001 where a lot of the new metal was happening. Bands like fucking Linkin Park, Papa Roach, all that shit. Which, I mean, I do like, but like some of the songs feature like on Demolition features semi-rapping. I mean, really? Rapping with Judas Priest? No, that's a bad combination. Shin. It's like, it's worse, like I said. Like, I honestly, like, I don't know if a lot of, like, people can agree with me on this, but I viewed the two Priest albums with Ripper Owens as the Transformers 1 and 2. Both have really high production, sound really promising, but the overall outcome is just bland, just generic, boring, and awful. It's just, I mean, like I said, the only pros are like the production sounds great, the guitars sound good, and the drums sound good, and Tim McBrowan sound good. But overall, the musicianship is just boring and just bland and generic. That's just like the overall outcome of this album. But yeah, enough of me rambling about and bitching. Let's review this album track by track. Excuse me there. Now the album opens up with Machine Man, which I'm honestly, this song actually sounds promising, and it shows something that the boys can know how they can do a thrash riff right. I mean, with most of the songs on the album, it sounds rather angry. I mean, but the solos kind of sound a little bit average. One on One, which honestly, like I said, the only good things about the album, like I mentioned, is just the riffs and stuff. That's pretty much the only thing I could say about this album. This song is just nothing really good. But Hell Is Home, I won't lie, when I first heard this, I mean, I kind of liked it a little bit because of the acousticness of it. It's a lot calmer than like the previous two tracks, but I grew off of me after some time. Jekyll and Hyde, heavy and fast, but it's not the par as they could have been. Close to You, this song really annoyed me. It's just, Devil Digger, they tried, but this became tedious quick. Bloodsuckers, Owens employs his excellent falsetto here, which I will admit that's one of the highlights of this album. Which, I mean, this is honestly something he does little on this album. In Between, it's a soft metal hybrid which does not mix well, and it changes way too much. It almost sounds emo as it goes from like calm to heavy. Oh my god. Feed on Me, decent drumming though, Joe, but I personally don't like the song. Subterfuge, garbage. Lost and Found, same shit. Cyberface, which, this song is just so annoying. I just get mad after the third time I listen to it. I'm just ready to pull my freaking hair out. And then the album closes with Metal Messiah, which honestly I think is a pretty good song. And I love the theme to it. I think it's a good way to end this album, and that's pretty much the only highlight of this atrocity. Now overall, Demolition, same thing with Jugulator. Some of the songs go on for way too long. It's very generic, very bland, very boring. Makes you want to put to sleep. If I to give this album a score, I definitely give this probably a 1.5 out of 10. And it's just, I wouldn't recommend this album, but I'm really glad after this that Rob Halford rejoined and they would get back to their shit together and back to what they're supposed to be all about. So yeah, that's my review of the album, guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of that. I mean, if you like this album and if you're a hardcore Judas Priest fan, go buy it. But for any just metal fans in general, just avoid this album at all costs. But yeah, that's my review, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in the next video, and keep it metal.